only purely and simply because obviously I know a guitar player that you were deeply inspired by in your younger days, who uses old Marshalls and is effectively just treble boosty kind of pedals into the front.
You mean Pete Honore?
I do mean Pete. If only Pete Honore was Swedish and had longer hair, he could be him. Could you just? I wonder if there's that kind of tone in there.
Oh, you mean a bit of Pink Floyd?
No.
You talk? Oh, Yngwie.
Yes.
I was like, David Gilmour's not Swedish, because I was just thinking David Gilmour.
David Gilmour, not Swedish, doesn't play old Marshalls with loads of gain, and
well, no, I was just like,
didn't inspire you when you were younger.
Only because earlier I was honestly I was doing a little bit. It sounded great. I was doing the.
Too much.
And I was like, it just sounds beautiful.
Play some.
Yeah, it does it.
Not, you don't think
but it's not quite the tone.
Not gainy enough.
No, it's way more Whitesnake. In fact, I really think that works better in this kind of a vibe.
Well, should we jump to this one, or do you
Because
want to do like the
Yngwie
cathode
is
thing?
a brittle sounding
that's true.
plexi amp that he's absolutely
Yeah.
gunned and put a pedal in front of, and that is not that kind of a vibe. A vibe? That's a valve and a vibe in the same
Yeah, I
same
don't know.
sense.
Well, whatever. Do you want to hear what the cathode sort of mode sounds like? Just see if you prefer it or not. So let's just. This is the. I've turned the treble booster off. Treble.
Can you do it while it's powered up. Okay,
Yeah,
that
we
would
are
work.
in fixed. We're in cathode bias now. So
Okay, is it going to make that much of a difference? You think?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, that made a massive difference to the volume.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Big difference to the volume.
Wow.
But it should make a sort of a feel and a
brighter
tone
and.
difference.
Well, to quote Guthrie, why would you ever want it the other way?
What, the cathode?
Yeah.
This is more vintage.
It's giving it a very slight wah quality,
Yeah,
some kind of frequency that's inserted.
Let's go low mode and cathode bias. So this is kind of almost like, is it a home use amp?
What, you could drink tea and pet the dog while you're playing that, couldn't you?
So I think that's amazing because that's full of tone.
Oh yeah.
And absolutely.
It's
home
retaining
use.
the low end and all that kind of stuff that you want.
That's home use, isn't it? And I should
use.
say at this point as well, and we're going to literally go straight over to the 22 now.
I think that sounds better.
So that it's just different, you know.
Better.
No, you can't say that. It's
well, it might.
Well, you might like it better, but it is just a different sounding amp. So. Victory have stuck with this fantastic, brilliant idea of the vertical 212, which is absolutely genius, and that was the kind of the bit that I when I first heard these, I was involved in choosing the speakers to go in them. And I think the initial thought at Victory was that either the 2 vintage 30 loaded one or the 2 creamback loaded one would probably sound good, and it would just be a question of choosing which one goes with it. Of course, ultimately then somebody said, what about these, you know, we've got these Celestion Heritage speakers, so we loaded up a cab with a couple of Heritage speakers. That sounded very different again, and we very quickly went, do you know what, it doesn't suit the creamback speakers. And then we were kind of going, but it sounds quite good in some sounds with the two vintage 30s in it, and on other sounds it sounds quite good with the two heritage speakers in it. And then some bright spark said, why don't we just put one of each in? And everyone just went, that's the sound.
You know what else? So, from a complete practicality point of view, having now toured with the Vert 212, it's great in a van because you can just put them perfectly side by side. They're really light to carry. I love these 212.
And just in case you're wondering, because it might not look like it, the width of the Victory 44 is the exact same width as the 212 cabinet, so it sits on it properly.
So they're monstrously loud.
So there is now. Do you know the only thing I don't know is which speaker we're miking up? Because of course I couldn't tell you which one the bottom one is and which one on the top is. But in the room it sounds amazing. So there is a heritage 212 speaker to go with the Sheriff range that you can use either with the 22 or the 44. But I thought, I bet you that 44 sounds massive into the Victory 412. So we plugged it in and it does. It sounds. Absolutely, well, you're hearing it, aren't you? It sounds amazeballs, but it doesn't. It looks wrong because the livery on the 412 is designed to go with the hand wired stuff.
Yeah.
So I phoned Victory and I said, this sounds amazing, but it looks wrong. And they said, oh look, it's fine. If anybody wants the 412 to go with this,
one like that.
Just let us know, and we'll put gold piping around it, and we'll put a gold badge on it, and we'll change the grey bit for a black bit.
They'll custom make a cab for you.
It's exactly the same.
This company will do anything.
Exactly the same cab, exactly the same speakers in it, everything. It'll literally just it'll look. Yeah. So just in case you're thinking, I'd like the 412, but it looks a bit stupid having the two different logos.
Well, I might get a 412 with red piping then, just to match my RD monitor.
I'm sure they'd do that for you. So right, let's talk about the 22.
Play it.
Yes, let's play it.
By the way, this is Lee's private, personal Gibson Les Paul, so you're going to witness some amazing synergy right here.
So the 22, exactly the same preamp, but with EL84s in it.
And what's the low setting?
There is no high and low setting now on the... Well, this is quite clever. There's no option to change this from fixed to cathode bias. It's only fixed bias. There is no high and low output, so there is only a high output.
Okay.
But there is a dedicated 0.3 of a watt speaker output. So they've kind of done it... So in other words, they've done this differently. So they've done it like... I think Marshall did it on their Slash...
you can take a line at the back into a cab.
Yeah.
It's 0.3 of a watt.
Yeah. So they've kind of said, rather than do a low mode, that because strictly speaking, low modes are more about giving you a different live sound rather than necessarily a real bedroom sound. They've just thought, let's do a 0.3, and then it is literally a bedroom output.
Wow.
Which I'll demo in a minute. Now I think what you've got to do with humbuckers into this amplifier is be into your kind of your volumes on the guitar.
This sounds mint.
I've got a T-Rex Creamer reverb on this.
This is a demonstration of
So that's with the volume on the neck pickup rolled down to about number 8. If I go up to number 10, just start to get that kind of a British blues kind of. So, and again, I've only got the input on it. It's quite hard with humbuckers to get a really clean tone unless
Who wants a clean tone anyway?
Unless you're comfortable to just back the humbucker. So volume 2 I've got set about halfway up, and that gives me that. Again, it's not a heavy output. I can go heavy. But what I'm going to use to sort of go heavy is the treble boost. So I'm using the Catlin Bred Naga Viper.
Also, it's the first time Lee has ever requested a wah pedal.
Yeah, which presumably we used that in the opening jam, did we?
I think you might have done.
It was just. I mean, again, I'm a bit rubbish with a wah.
No, you're not.
This is everything in. I can't do. Oh, for God's sake. Here we go.
That sounded great, dude.
It's redonkulous. Again, it's got the same master volume circuit as the 44 in that the more you turn it down, the more it adds a little bit of power amp overdrive.
Yeah.
So if you want maximum headroom, you just wind this all the way.
Can I ask a geeky question that people are probably going to ask? What pickups are in your Les Paul?
Whatever they come with, custom buckers. 58 custom buckers. So let's just use that 1 watt output so that you can kind of see, not 1 watt, what did I say? Was it a third of a watt?
0.3 of a watt.
Okay.
Do the Naga.
Yeah, I mean it's not driving the speakers.
Wirecast.
That's fun though.
Yeah, I mean that's ludicrously quiet, and it's we've got probably 150 watts worth of speakers in this 2x12 cabinet.
I mean,
here,
but you could
and it's
easily-
literally going.
Yeah,
it's
you could live in a wooden house in a block of flats and no one's going to really.
That's the idea. That's the idea. Is that it's just, and it's an interesting one because I know it's the first time. It's the first time that Victory on their lunchbox heads have kind of moved away from the idea of just putting a low output setting on there and tried this. So you never know, if it's popular, you might see more of them with that kind of feature. So you want to play this one now?
I wouldn't mind. I know that you said it didn't really go, but I wouldn't mind just chucking the sharp bell through that.
We should.
22
So
watt.
let's cross the streams because I want to play the Strat as well.
Oh, you want to play the Strat?
You got volume?
Yeah, mate. Lee, wah for me. I like that sound a lot.
It's a monster. It freaks me out. We're going to have to change sides because I can't. It freaks me out. I can't sit. Oh man, how can you say that one sounds better? This one's got the. I mean, that sounds great. But this has got the open dynamics.
They're just different. They're just different.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I don't even know what to say.
But I'm just going to say that this for me worked so nicely.
Oh, mother.
I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this.
I've got to be honest with you. Yeah, there's a pair here and a pair there.
There's a pair there.
And
equally interesting to observe.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, well, Victory knocking out the park again. Really.
I don't know what. Yeah, I mean,
Of Wirecast.
great pricing too. You know, we are. What are we today? We're something at the end of June. We are 3 or 4 days after the momentous decision to leave the EU, which has plunged all the
don't
financial
even
markets
start.
into crisis and everything. So goodness knows.
Don't worry about that. Buy
Yeah,
out.
don't worry about all that. But so goodness knows, now is the time, if ever there was one, to sort of support British manufacturing.
What's that then?
$7.99.
Oh.
Comes with a gig bag, and a foot switch. And this is $11.49,
This is
and doesn't come with a gig bag.
demonstration of Wirecast.
And where are they made?
In England, in sunny England. Not so sunny at the moment. Flooded England mainly.
Well, there you go.
I think this sounds monstrous. What's the again? Look, this video is going to be about 4 hours long. I don't think we tried the Les
That's
Paul
all right.
into this.
People only subscribe to
Today.
watch 4 hours.
Give me the Les Paul in.
Back.
I just want to go.
So I don't know if I can.
Without a shadow of a doubt, that Strat, which I've got to say that's a postmodern Fender
Missile.
Strat with a rosewood board
Yeah.
in a beautiful candy apple red and a journeyman finish. It sounded mint.
Yeah.
That's a Charvel Sandemus. That sounds mint as well, and is quite affordable, guys. Just in case you think
Basswood
we only
body.
have,
It's got a veneer on it. Yeah.
in case you think we
Great
only
guitar.
ever use expensive guitars, which we largely do.
Do it, Lee. Do it.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Some reverb on. I tell you what, you haven't tried the Strat through the Sheriff, so you do that. I'll do this. We'll have a final jam of some sort of Paul Kossoff inspired.
The first thing I said is, it sounds like Paul Kossoff. It does.
And this isn't even my distortion.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast. demonstration of Wirecast. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Greetings, human beings, earthlings, how you doing? I'm Chappers, and today I'm very excited because I've got a brand new guitar given to me by none less than Paul Reed Smith himself. Check it out. Beautiful, beautiful S2. Look at that, it's a standard, it's the 22 fret. These are made in Maryland, and I met Paul Reed Smith back in January at the NAMM show. A really nice guy, got on really well, and I was playing a guitar just like this, and he, what I thought was a joke, said to some of his staff, please make sure that Mr. Chapman